It was said the Labyrinth of Varenthia was a mystery that no one had ever solved. Deep within the heart of a mountain, it was an ancient maze said to hold the greatest treasures of mankind. The entrance of the maze bore an inscription: "Only the most determined will find the treasure, but remember, you are not alone." A group of 6 seasoned adventurers, after hearing tales of the vast riches that lay inside, decided to tackle the enigmatic puzzle. Armed with their intelligence, experience, and willpower, they believed they could conquer it. Days turned into weeks. The winding and ever-turning corridors of the labyrinth were disorienting. The torches they brought began to run out, replaced by the cold, ghostly glow of bioluminescent fungi that lined the walls of the maze. Water was scarce, but there were occasional drips from stalactites they could drink from, but food was non-existent. The team's initial optimism waned. Desperation set in as their rations depleted, tempers flared, and paranoia grew. But then the unthinkable happened. Luke, the strongest of the group, was found munching on the remains of Clara, their navigator. The sight was horrifying. His face, painted with her blood, bore a look of wild satisfaction. The survivors were shocked and enraged. They restrained Luke and pressed further into the maze, hoping to find a way out or any source of food. But in their hearts, they all knew the hunger that had driven Luke to his desperate act. It was a hunger that gnawed at them too. Days passed, and one by one, the group succumbed to the overpowering desire to feast on one another. Each time someone slept, they risked becoming the next meal. Trust was entirely eroded, replaced by the base instinct to survive. By the time only 2 remained, the labyrinth had taken on an even more sinister appearance. The bioluminescent glow illuminated gnawed bones and scenes of desperation. The last 2, Sarah and James, eyed each other warily, knowing that only one could emerge alive. But in their final moments of desperation, Sarah stumbled upon a hidden door. Beyond it was a chamber filled with mountains of gold, jewels, and food, enough to sustain a person for decades. A table in the center bore a note. The true treasure is not gold, but the realization of the depths humanity can descend to when faced with adversity. In their race for wealth, the adventurers had been reduced to their most primal instincts, forever trapped in the chilling stories whispered about the Labyrinth of Varenthia.